What's up, guys? It's Wesley again with Rock Creek Outdoors doing another live stream. Today we're going to be talking about the Moultrie XA-6000 cellular camera. Mine is in the 4G AT&T category because that's what works best in my area. You can get AT&T or Verizon, and it doesn't matter what cell carrier your phone is. You can choose either one depending on what cellular company works best in the area you're hunting. It's like if you hunt out in the middle of nowhere and like they got Verizon towers, but they ain't got AT&T towers, and you have AT&T, you can still get the Verizon camera, so it'll still send pictures to you. The XA-6000 is the cheaper version, I believe. It was $119. I bought it on eBay, brand new, no shipping price, so that's why I bought it on eBay. But I have had some trouble already out of it. So I don't know if this was like a returned one or what. Like the camera's not messed up, but so when you activate your camera, like you have to download the app and you scan the barcodes on the inside. I'll show you the barcodes. The barcodes are going to be up here in this top corner. So you scan that on the app, and it's supposed to pull up your camera, and so you go from there to like find your plan and how many pictures you want to take every month and all that. Well, mine, when I scanned it, it said it was already in use. So chances are, I did some research online that the camera was probably purchased and then they didn't like it or something, so they sent it back, or it was sent it back or something. So they still had the account from this device taken up. So I emailed Moultrie. They didn't have a phone number, which was stupid. I don't know if I just was in the wrong spot. I went to the app. You could either call them or get them to call you back, or you just send an email. So just send an email because half the time my phone's on silent, so I miss phone calls. But we're gonna get that checked out. But this is the camera itself. It's pretty big. I guess that's because the modem's inside. It's got the lens, the flash. Give you the spec right here. It has smart tag recognition, so it'll categorize your pictures by species, and also categorize them by buck or doe, or if it's a person or vehicle, which is pretty cool. So like it'll show, say there's a turkey, it'll put that over in a different category. Or if you got a buck, it'll separate that from the does. It takes the pictures and it sends it directly to your phone, like in a text message, I'm assuming, or to the app, probably not text message, but to the app. Let's see here. It says it has 0.9-second trigger speed, which is pretty fast. It's got a picture of a running buck, so I guess it can take pictures in mid-run and stuff, which is always good because sometimes, that's the only picture you might get of a big buck that's darting by. It's got a 70-foot flash range, 16 megapixel camera, 24/7 photo storage. And then you got the app, Moultrie Mobile. It says it is the easiest camera to use in America, or easiest cellular camera. I don't know how true that is because I haven't had one before. Let's see. It just came with the device and then the strap to mount it with. It takes, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 12 AA batteries. I went with the Energizer Max, which was like $8 a pack. But I want it to last a while. That way, the whole point of this camera is, say, like if it's legal in your area, which it's legal in Alabama, put out corn. So, you're going to load it up on corn out there. And then you want this camera to be out there and sending your pictures to your phone so you ain't got to go check it. So I want the battery to last a while. Like at least, I'd hope it lasts like a month. That'd be great. Get a feeder and put out and everything. So, but like that way you don't have to disturb the area except for like once every so often when you're filling up your feed and changing your batteries. And because I know I had 3 Wild Game Innovations cameras and like 1 Moultrie regular. So I'd go out there like every 2 weeks and check them. Or sometimes if I was like, I just put a coin out and go out every week. And they get used to your scent, and so they don't come out at those times. So like if you're checking your camera every day at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and then you try to go hunt at 8 o'clock in the morning, they're most likely not going to be there. Which that's May not be true. That's from my experience. What I feel like happens. Like I feel like they know when I'm out there, and but I also mean like sometimes when you pour out corn, they do come out like an hour later. So I mean, it might benefit you if you're pouring out corn on the ground. I don't know, but just me, I feel like it'd be better not to get your scent out there so often. But it has the buttons on the side. It does take an SD card. It takes like a normal full size SD card. You have your format, so you're supposed to format it every time you put a new SD card in. You got your connection status, your on and off switch, and then you have lights for each thing, like battery, signal, and like the lights. It'll have a different color depending on it's working, like green, full battery, good signal, good SD card. Yellow, weak signal. Uh, Batteries are running low. Card is close to full. Red would be no signal, no battery, like low to none battery, and then your SD card's not working. Like, and each one has their own light for each category. Uh, it's a pretty cool looking camera. It's camouflage, so it should blend in well. I'm really excited to get to use this. I'm a little late in putting it out. It's August 21st. Last year I had my stuff out like early August. But I mean, deer season's not till mid-October in Alabama, so October 15th. I am going to be bow hunting. I have a crossbow, but I also just bought a compound bow, which I'll be showing you on another video. I got to get it sighted in, get the weight up on it because I haven't been using it much. Get my practice in. Hopefully I can kill one with it. I've never killed a deer with a compound bow. I've shot a deer with a 270, a 308, a crossbow. That's it. Two of my biggest bucks have been on the crossbow, or my only two bucks have been a crossbow. But I am looking to purchase a 270 also for gun season. But I mean, where I'm hunting, I don't really need it because I'm not shooting a very far distance. I might be. I mean, I could have a shot that I'd take that'd be 100 yards, but the tree line's not so good. Like it's hilly land, so I mean, 20 yards. So farthest I've ever shot is like 15 yards for a deer. So, but I am looking forward to deer season. I know I've got some big ones out there. I had some pictures last year, and I know two of them didn't get shot. And I'm not 100% positive, but I had seen them up until like the end of deer season. I know one of my three big had a lot of 8 points, and there were some wide ones. One of them did get shot because I saw a picture of it on Facebook. It's a sad day, but I mean there's still two more out there, and they didn't kill any more. So, but that's what happens when you're hunting close land to other people. Where I hunt, there's at least from Google Images I can see like 4 other tree stands within 500 yards. Probably isn't safe, but I mean there's at least 3 different properties, and so the deer converge in those areas. And I mean nobody's been shot yet. Hopefully that doesn't happen. It suck. I mean, I just use a crossbow most of the time, so I doubt I'd shoot anybody with that from 500 yards. But I don't want to get shot by a rifle. But my area is kind of set up to where they shouldn't be shooting at, I would hope. But then you got all the trees and the hills and stuff. So I mean, you ain't got too much to worry about. But if it is just your time to go, I guess. Freak accident. But let's not talk about that anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna get this set up. Hoping to do it today. Today's Friday, which I'm live streaming, so yeah, it's Friday. And I got 3 bags of corn. My preference is in corn. I'll tell you this: the Biologic in the purple bag. I think it's a wild berry mix. Like it's a white bag with purple writing, and the deer love it. I have pictures where it'll be like 3 weeks where I'll have no bucks because I just have regular corn, like the regular Walmart bag. It's like $7. I'll pour that Mossio Biologic mixture out there, and it'll be like not even a few days later, and I'll have a big buck. Like for some reason in my area that draws in the big bucks. They might not be everywhere. I don't know if the scent travels further and the bucks will come from further away. They're just not in my area all the time, but they love that for some reason. All my big deer have been in pictures with that, so I'm gonna be. Like it's hard to keep. Like Walmart doesn't keep good stock of it, so I mean I bought the only 2 bags they had yesterday. So every time they get it, I'm probably gonna buy at least 2 bags, because use corn all through deer season. And now in Alabama it's illegal, and I don't see a problem with it. I mean, if you're hunting over a cornfield, what's the difference doing that and hunting a corn pile? I mean, sure, it's like more compact, but I mean, still, even with a corn pile in your field, there's no guarantee that deer's coming. I mean, I didn't see a buck bigger than a 6 point, and his rack was like this, not even as big as my hand. And I mean, I know I had deer on camera. You just got to catch them at the right time, the right place. You know, the food's good. I mean, it might be. I mean, I'd be willing to say, oh, you can probably kill a doe like 90% of the time on it. But a buck, especially a big mature buck, it's going to be hard to get. Because, I mean, even, like, I don't know how they do it on TV and on YouTube, like Drury Outdoors and stuff. And they always have the deer coming in, but they use, like, I feel like they have an advantage because they plant corn, soybeans, radishes. They got all kinds of different plots, and they're all in the same field. I feel that's more of an advantage than me pouring out a bag of corn and may or may not get it. Because, I mean, theirs is more natural. They got more variety. But that's just me. Not everybody feels that way. A lot of people say, oh, it's cheating. You don't need to do that. But, I mean, I feel like it's a slight advantage, but it's still, if you're going for a trophy buck, it's not an advantage overall. I mean, maybe when it's rut and you're bringing does with it and those bucks come in, but other than that, I don't know. I mean, I would say to me a high fence isn't like I don't like high fences, but I mean they grow the deer. It's like gigantic and it's unnatural, which I feel like that's where a lot of the not COVID. That's the deer aren't getting COVID. The what is that called? That disease deer have been getting CWD. I feel like that might come from like farming deer like that. Because I mean, I follow a page and their rack, it'll be like a year-old deer with like a 20-point rack. They have to like cut it off just to keep the deer's head from being like lopsided. That's just messed up to me. And then you're paying like $30,000 to go shoot it. I'd rather get a free range, smaller buck. I mean, it means more to me. You're not being guided, but I mean, teach their own. I mean, if that's your only opportunity, go do it if you got the money. But I feel like corn is less of an issue than like if I bought a bag of corn, it's still hunting compared to like going on a trophy hunt in like a fenced-in area. But that's my little rant on that. This wasn't a fishing video today. I know it's a pre-fishing podcast, but I mean it's a podcast, so you can talk about anything. Fishing has been like 99% of my content, but I hadn't had any videos. I'm going fishing this evening, hopefully, and tomorrow. I've been off. I'll be off for 3 days, and but I figured I'd go ahead and do a podcast for you guys or a live stream. Same difference to me, but do that and just let y'all know what I'm doing. I was gonna show you on my pond. I've got an iPad. My phone, this camera's cracked on it, so I can't live stream from that. And it wouldn't let me live stream from my iPad because I don't have enough subscribers or something. So I wasn't able to show the pond. I'll probably do that in the next video. When I'm using my GoPro, I go fishing, I'll take my GoPro and go out there. There was a frog in there the other day. It was freaking huge. I was like, I saw it swim by. I was like, is that a fish? Because it's been empty. And I was like, oh no, that's a frog. But so there's life in the pond. I'm sure a bass will eat it when I put one in there. The water is clean. My pump is working. I put an umbrella. Like I have a table and chairs and an umbrella, so I stuck it next to it. So maybe that'll keep some of the sun off of it during the day. I'm gonna try and make something else. I don't know yet, but hopefully I'll get some fish here in the next few days to put in there. I remember to take my cooler today or tomorrow. But that's all I got today, guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll come back hopefully in a few days and do another live stream, and I will show you some deer pictures on my phone. I hope, as long as Moultrie gets back to me. They are Alabama company, and I'm from Alabama, so it'll be fast. Same time zone, so I ain't behind or early or nothing. So, but thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on another episode of Rock Creek Outdoors Pre-Fishing Podcast.